Hey everyone, welcome to the reading. We're going to see what's going on right now, what do you need to know about. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future, okay? So just take it how it resonates on your timeline. And with that being said, let's see what is going on today. What do you need to know? The Four of Swords, the Hermit, okay? Keeping something to yourself, reflecting, contemplating, the Lovers, okay? And then we have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like you're thinking about something, okay? Thinking about something deeply, going within, really contemplating a relationship. All right, let's just see what this is. Why is the Four of Swords here? The Moon and the Ace of Wands, taking some sort of hidden action secretly. Temperance in reverse. Or somebody else is thinking about taking some sort of hidden action because they're feeling imbalanced or unable to heal or feeling impatient. Feeling reckless, chaotic, impatient, okay? Why is the Hermit here? The Page of Wands in reverse. The Emperor is having an epiphany here. Why something wasn't communicated about someone being freed from imprisonment or being untied in some sort of way, okay? Good news. We'll have to see what this is, okay? Okay, why is the Lovers here? 33, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and Judgment. Okay, so this relationship is protected. Something about this relationship being protected, okay? Tell me more about this Four of Swords, please. Ten of Cups. Yeah, so, okay, there's something important about this relationship being protected. And this has to do with family, having a family with someone, okay, bloodline, possibly, generations. The Tower. Okay, so I think I just tapped into something here. Yeah, this could have something to do with, I don't know. I feel like God wants, or Spirit wants to tell someone that there's a big reason why the relationship has to be protected in some sort of way. Your relationship to someone, okay? Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. The truth could actually have something to do with something about having a family with someone or children, okay? That's just what's coming out in the cards. I don't know, but that's what Spirit is saying. The Six of Swords. Why is it so important to have safe passage? Because of the bloodline, all right? Ten of Cups. That's what that means. It's family. Interesting. All right. What's this hidden action being taken? The Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay, look, it's like very, very important. And I feel like this is something spiritual for Spirit. It's very important that nothing happens to you. Three of Swords in reverse. No pain, no harm. No pain, no harm, no injury, no damage. Something doesn't happen to you. It's very important. The Queen of Swords. For some reason, it's extremely important that nothing happens to you, okay? The Fool. Yeah, for a new beginning, because you're about to get your freedom back. Or why it's so important to have someone freed. Why is freedom so important? Why is it important for someone not to get hurt, damaged at all in any way? Two of Wands. The Seven of Swords. A choice. Because something is a choice. Or because of someone's choice to steal something. No, because it's either this or that, all right? And this feels like it's on a more of a collective scale, okay? It's either this or that. This is like Game of Thrones. All right, it's either this one or it's that one. Okay. Now, I don't know what that has to do with the bloodline, but that's kind of what this gives me for some reason. What's the Hermit? The King of Cups. And the Star. This has to do with a prophet. Or a prophecy, or the Hermit, a very old soul, okay? Very special old soul here. Freeing someone from captivity, or being freed from captivity, or from some sort of a bind. $99, that's the ending. This has to do with the ending. Now, you might not feel like you have actual binds on you, or like your hands are actually tied up in some sort of way, but I don't feel like it's in the physical. I feel like that's a spiritual thing, or like where through lifetimes you were repeatedly bound and trapped because you hadn't freed yourself from the captivity, or you hadn't been freed because of who's in charge. The Two of Wands. It's either this or that. There's only one. There can only be one king, is what I'm getting here, right? The Emperor. There can only be one king. That's the ending. 99. That's why it's so important to protect this relationship, or this connection here. Sun and the Moon is heavily protected. 33 and Judgments. Because there can only be one king. There can only be one. The Star. There can only be one star. Okay, 99. $999. Look, Nine of Wands comes out. That is the 999. Something can only be in one person's hands. Now, I don't know what this is. This could even be the relationship, okay? The lover's relationship. True love connection, okay? It can only be in one person's hands. It's only safe with one person. Okay. It has to be in your hands for some reason. That's what Spirit says anyways. Stars. It's a prophecy. It's either this is about a prophet or a prophecy, okay? Bouquet. Thank you? Or an apology? Or giving someone their flowers, or honoring someone. This has to do with honoring someone. honoring someone. Giving someone their flowers, or someone being returned to their throne, okay? Like something is being returned to the emperor here, right? The rightful owner of something. The Empress is being returned to the Emperor. 10 of Pentacles, bloodline. I'm just saying what the cards are saying, okay? It's not my opinion, it's the cards. The Emperor and the Empress and the generations, okay? The Emperor and the Empress, that is the sun and the moon. That is the lovers. That is the true love connection. And it has to do with bloodline. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. That's children. Okay. Bad memories of the past. Now, I don't feel like this is this life. I feel like these are past lives. Okay, it could even be about the fact that in the past lives, the Emperor and the Empress were separated, okay? Both placed in the captivity. Both having to free themselves from captivity over lifetimes just to come back together again. Really, that's what this gives me. Okay. Death. Death. Rebirth. Yeah, look at Emperor. 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 Emperor in the Four of Pentacles. Something is only for the Emperor. Now, I don't know what it is. If it's the Empress. The Empress is only for the Emperor. Only the Emperor can have the Empress in his care, okay, loving care. Or if it's the kingdom, I don't know, the throne. But there's a really special reason why the Emperor has to have everything in their possession, in their control, in their hands. Okay, that's what Spirit says. It's for you and only for you. The Knight of Wands. Something about not getting the message. About coming out of lack, coming out of financial hardship, okay? Coming out of poverty. Or being alone. The Wheel of Fortune reversed, bad karma. I mean, if I, like, just be corny for a second, because it feels very corny what I'm about to say, but it's like being, it's like being, almost like being cursed with some sort of hardship until you and this person come together. I don't know. That's what it gives me, though. Bad karma. It's like, I don't know, some sort of a curse is what it makes me feel like. The Two of Swords. Can't see something clearly, can't understand something, don't understand. Don't understand what? Can't see something clearly. Or can't see someone. You can't see someone clearly, or you can't see something clearly. Freedom. This has to do with freedom. Yeah, your freedom. Or the freedom for Emperor and Empress. And someone being strategic, having to take a chance, take a risk. And be strategic, play a game. Play a game for freedom. Playing games for freedom, okay? Yeah, in order to receive what you need and move forward, progressing, arriving, moving on, playing a game for freedom in order to move forward. What are you trying to tell the collective here today with that? The obstacle of no children. No children. Having no children? Not having children? Yeah, something about bloodline, okay? Not having children. What? Not having children with someone else, or what does that mean? Justice. This is for justice. Okay, for justice. Or something has to be balanced, or a Queen of Wands in reverse. Why someone didn't have children with a Queen of Wands in reverse? The Three of Wands, because of their future. So why did Emperor not have any kids with a Queen of Wands in reverse? Because of the future? Okay, I guess. Five of Swords. Because of the strategy, the plan to manipulate, be manipulative, deceptive, backstabbing, the strategy in the future, the plan, the strategy to play games, play mind games in the future. Okay. I don't know. I hope that makes sense to someone. So what else are you trying to tell the collective here about this relationship? Because it feels like that's what the whole reading is about. And okay. What else? The Seven of Pentacles. Why did nothing ever work out? Why did nothing ever work out? Why was it all for nothing? Or everything was always a failure, or it didn't work? With this King of Cups and their partners? I don't know what this is. Okay, King of Cups and multiple partners or friends or something. 77. Judgment. 77. The Four of Cups. There's someone here that's upset about some sort of information, communication. They don't like what they hear. They don't like what they're hearing, or somebody is sad about a love offer, about someone receiving a love offer from someone. Somebody is sad about this because you're not hurt. Whoever this liar is, I don't know, this liar, this manipulator, this thief, you're not hurt, you're not heartbroken, they can't hurt you, you're not damaged. Okay, who's this about? Somebody who was trying to stab you in the back and attack you. Somebody who was trying to stab you in the back and attack you, okay? This has to do with being married, getting married, wedding rings. Okay, getting married. This person was... There's somebody doing introspection, looking within, mirroring each other. Something is a mirror here when it comes to getting married. And being attacked or being betrayed. so I don't know. I feel like that's the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, maybe they both went through something similar. And this has to do with somebody ending a relationship completely, the Grim Reaper, no second chances, and meeting someone new, dating someone new. I don't know what this is. I feel like this has something to do with what you're thinking about. If this is your reading, like something about the Four of Swords and the Hermit, what you're contemplating, thinking about, reflecting on. Has to do with marriage, okay, or an everlasting promise, eternal love, but also being deceived and stabbed in the back and hurt. Or this is even giving me like, why, you know, why was every relationship absolutely destructive and heartbreaking and hard, deceptive? Why was every relationship like that before? Okay, so I don't know, maybe you and Emperor have something in common there. Yeah, and it's like God is saying, because this relationship is protected, okay? These two coming together is very protected. Now, I don't know what that means to you, but that's what the cards say. So, all right. Anything else? Anything else for this reading? Queen of Cups. Okay, could be a message for a Queen of Cups here. We have King of Wands at the bottom. The Queen of Swords. And the Hanged Man. Okay, this is an epiphany or a moment of enlightenment for someone here. We're seeing something from a different perspective. Yeah, this all has to do with a message or something that a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles said or are saying, or the message about the Queen and King of Pentacles, okay, whoever these two are. Yeah, whatever they can't know or see or find out about, it's because it's important that only the Emperor has something in their hands. Only the Emperor is allowed to have something in their hands. It's all for the Emperor. It has to be with the Emperor. That's what Spirit says. It has to be with them, no one else. Okay, whatever it is. If it's a person, if it's the Empress, if it's, I don't know, something, okay? The situation, whatever it may be. Something is confusing because only the Emperor is allowed to have it. Because it's protected. Only one king sits on the throne. Okay? Yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it there. I hope this makes sense. Okay, so until next time, guys. Bye.